Welcome back, guys. Just a little bit of egomania. Yeah, today I look good. By the way, today I'm going to give some concrete tips to improve your appetite. No? I know, I'm listening someone in the background saying, what the heck are you saying? I don't want to increase my appetite, I want to lower my appetite because I want to eat less and lose fat. Yes, we speak about that in another video, but today we are going to speak about to rise your appetite for people who want to bulk and eat more, since the appetite is one of the most biggest limiting factor for the one who want to gain a lot of muscle. No? Appetite is one of my biggest problem when I want to bulk. No? And I gain 40 kilograms, that are like 100 pounds, no? During my bodybuilding career. So here we are, some concrete tips to improve your appetite. First is to eat what do you digest well. No? A lot of people say that you should eat a lot of carbs because carbs are easy to digest, white rice is easy to digest, and blah blah blah. But that's not really the truth all the time. It also depends by your genetic background. For example, if you came from the Kashmir region, if you came from Pakistan, India, probably you can tolerate a lot more carbs, and you can eat a lot more carbs. But if you are a poor blood Norwegian, like Charles Poliquin said, or you came from Estonia or from all those North European countries, probably you can digest very well carbs. No? The common rule is, if you are from a country near the equator, you can eat more carbs. If you came from a country far from the equator, you can eat less carb. No? It doesn't matter where you were born. It doesn't matter where your grandparents grew up. No? For example, if you're a black guy in Norway or Sweden, it doesn't matter. No? You take in consideration your country of your origin. By the way, for example, so you should eat what you digest the best. For me, for example, is like red meat. I can't eat pounds and pounds of red meat a day without any digestion problem, and I'm starving all the time. Instead, if I eat one single dish of white rice, my appetite is gone and I can't eat anymore for like 4 hours, and really bloat me. I mean, I can't digest carbs at all, probably because I'm white with light eyes, and I don't know where is my place of origin, to be honest, but who cares. A good tool for this is just do a common food intolerance test now, to see what you can digest and what you can't digest. You can do a test, also you can do the elimination diet, just getting rid of food and just getting rid of most of food, and then introduce that once a time to see if you have like a gas problem or a digestion problem. You can look about this on the web or wait for me to do another video. Then one best thing to raise your appetite is to raise the acidity of your stomach. How? Well, a good thing is to drink something very acidic, like lemon juice. Now, someone suggests to take apple cider vinegar, but apple cider vinegar impairs the absorption of your carb. If you want to gain muscle, you want to absorb everything you eat. No? So there is no reason to eat 600 grams of carbs just to absorb 300 of them. So no apple cider vinegar, and also not metformin. Not metformin, because of metformin impair also the absorption of your carbs, and also lower your IGF, that is the insulin-like growth factor, and is one of the most anabolic hormones. Next tip is to eat clean. Now, I really hate dirty bulking because dirty bulking has a lot of side effects. For example, one is a decreased insulin sensitivity. So if you eat like shit, probably your insulin sensitivity will go down, and less insulin sensitivity you are, more you gain fat instead of muscle. So you should eat well. Furthermore, dirty bulking will raise your inflammation if you have a lot of problems, like your joints start to ache and something like that, and you also will have maybe due to cancer or something like that. Inflammation is a very bad thing. So eat clean, eat like high quality food, not go to McDonald's or stuff to bulk because it will be not that useful at all. Then next step is frequency in better the quantity. It is better to eat 6 times a day every 2 hours than eating 3 times a day every 4 hours. No, because small meals are better digested by your body, and you will maintain your appetite high through all the day. Next tip: choose the food wisely. No, it's not totally dirty bulking versus clean eating. No, there are also smaller differences. For example, if you take in account vegetables, I suggest to eat low gas vegetables like Staneferding suggests. So eating cooked spinach, carrots, pepper, tomatoes that help to, they are very healthy, and they do not cause bloating or gas, because, well, farting all day is not funny, especially if you have a date and you are with a girl, like spending all the night, like do stuff like that is not exciting for most of the girls, maybe. For most of the girls, maybe there is someone who has some wild fetish, but if you see statistics, it will be better not to fart. By the way, so low gas vegetables. If you have to eat carbohydrates, yes, white rice is better than pasta or bread, because bread contains gluten and stuff. Then another tip from Staneferding is to eat some sugars with your meals, because dextrose and fructose make you to produce more saliva, and more saliva you produce, better you will digest the food. Furthermore, fructose is really helpful to maintain your liver healthy. In a healthy liver means that you get rid of toxins easily. Staying healthier means that your metabolism and your appetite will stay high. So fructose is very important, like 25 to 50 grams of fructose per day, usually from orange juice is a good choice, or honey, or just directly fructose powder. Then we have to speak about the stomach acidity. I interrupted the argument before, sorry, and restart to talk about stomach acidity. One of the reasons why your stomach acidity will be low is because probably you are deficient in zinc and vitamin B. Now, if you raise your consumption of zinc and vitamin B, usually from red meat, your stomach will become more acidic. Now, especially zinc is very useful. Now, in some time when we don't like the taste of red meat is because our stomach is too little acidity, and so we should raise them, because higher the acidity of our stomach will be, faster the digestion, better the absorption of nutrients, and higher our appetite. Another nutrient that is really helpful to raise the acidity of our stomach is chloride, from sodium chloride, so table salt, or from potassium chloride, that is like the potassium salt. The gastric acids in our stomach are hydrochloric acid, so the chloride is made from chloride, and you should assume chloride through salt. Now, it's very helpful. If nothing will help with this, another choice, your last option, is to take hydrochloric acid in capsule. You should do this test. Take like 200 grams of ground beef, eat half of the meat, then take 200 mg of hydrochloric acid, and then eat the other part of the meal. If you feel a burning sensation, you should stop it, and that is your right dose. If you don't feel any burning sensation, you should do the same test in your next meal. But instead of 1 capsule, you should take 2 capsules now. So add 200 more mg of hydrochloric acid, and you should do this, rising the dose every meal till you have a burning sensation in your stomach. When you will have a burning sensation in your stomach, you should take out 1 pills, and that's your right dose. For example, if you take 800 mg of hydrochloric acid and you feel a burning sensation, that means that you should take 600 mg of hydrochloric acid with every of your meal if you want to the perfect amount of hydrochloric acid to digest your food the best. Of course, you shouldn't take any antacids, because antacid will lower the acidity of your stomach, and that's bad. A lot of people take antacids because they have a heartburn, no, but some research suggests that you have a heartburn because your stomach is too little acidic, and not too much. Why? Because when you eat food and your stomach is not acidic enough, you can digest the food fast enough, and it will ferment and come into your throat, giving you heartburn, even acid reflux. So, if you want to get rid of heartburn, you should raise the acidity of your stomach. Next tip: do not drink much water with your meals, no, because water will deal with your stomach acidity, lowering the acidity of your stomach and slowing down the digestion. So my suggestion, if you eat a lot, if you are a bodybuilder, is to stop to drink water 15 minutes before your meal and restart to drink water 30 minutes after your meal. Another thing that can lower your appetite are stimulants. So also coffee or caffeine, ephedrine or something like that will lower your appetite, so they are not a good thing while bulking. Then we have the liver toxicity issue. If you are taking oral steroids, pharmaceutical drugs of any kind that are toxic to the liver, your appetite will go down no matter what. So you should stop to take them now. Anti-inflammatory stuff, paracetamol, a lot of drugs. Most of the pharmaceutical drugs that usually people take for everything, if they have fever, if they have a headache, something like that, are very liver toxic, and you should avoid them if you can, of course. No, and also, oral steroids like Dianabol, halotestin and stuff can be very liver toxic, and you can take them for a long time. Otherwise, your liver will suffer and your appetite too. Now, after a couple of days of liver toxicity, your appetite will be gone totally, and you will have trouble even to eat a little meal. No? You have nausea all the time, and you risk to puke to every spoon of meal, and that really sucks. So get rid of every toxic for your body. Now, also caffeine is toxic for the liver, so can be a good idea to avoid it. Now, a little recap: no drugs, not oral drugs, that are toxic to liver, no caffeine, no alcohol, and also no junk food. Another side effect of dirty cooking and junk food is that a lot of stuff can be toxic to liver. Another thing that can impair your appetite is overtraining. If you're training too hard, especially by intensity, your appetite will go down. There are two types of overtraining, one by volume and one by intensity. If you overtrain by volume, so you had too many reps, too many sets, you will start to be sleepy all the time, hungry all the time, because your muscle want to recover and you need sleep and food to recover. And that's not that bad. Instead, if you overtrain by intensity, like trying 1 RM every day, if you want to go to failure, and your central nervous system will be taxed a lot, and then can lead to overtraining by intensity, and that will hit your mind instead of your body. Now you will start to have insomnia, a decreased libido, that sucks, and also no hunger. So mind that. Let's see if we have something else. Well, yes. Oh, the last thing is drugs or other research compound. Now, for example, in bodybuilding world, boldenone, also known as equipoise, is new. It is new to rise your appetite, and is a drug often used to rise your appetite. But I'm not a medician, this is not a medical advice, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Besides boldenone, there is MK677, that is a ghrelin agonist in growth hormone oral secretagogue that will rise your hunger a lot, sometimes too much. No? And finally, we have like weed and something in the marijuana helps with appetite. I don't really know about this because I never used that, so you should do your own research. But if you live in a country where it's legal, now you can like do a little bit of research to see if it's CBD oil or something that will raise your appetite. I mean, do your research. This is basically tuning. So to have a little bit of recap, avoid food you are intolerant with, do according to your genetics. If you are intolerant to lactose or gluten, that's an easy fix, but sometimes we are intolerant to things that we don't know because we used to eat them every day for years now, like eggs, but a lot of people are intolerant to eggs now. You should go test. By the way, rise your stomach acidity with lemon juice, having an adequate intake of zinc and vitamin B, or taking hydrochloric acid, and also avoid stress. Then we should get rid of every liver toxicity stuff and improve the health of our liver with a small amount of fructose every day. That's it. We have also, low gas vegetables and sodium chloride or potassium chloride. But that's it. Okay, thank you for the attention. See you next time.